Hi, welcome to Cook with Joy. I'm Joy Kelly, and this is my cooking show. It's my 4th season of this cooking show, and I have to say, we just keep having more and more fun, and I hope you're enjoying watching us too.
I can't believe we've done 4 seasons of shows.
I know, it feels like we did them all today, Derek, because I'm losing my voice. But we've got another recipe that we want to share with you. I think you're really going to like it. This season we've been focusing on things that are not just healthful for you, but that are also great things to share, especially as the summer months come around. But even if you're watching this video in the wintertime or the fall or the spring, this is still a great recipe for you to make any time of year, and I think you're really going to like it. Now what we're doing with this recipe is we're making a mock tuna salad. And we've done a lot of mock things, and we end up using chickpeas a lot. And we use chickpeas because they really work for giving the texture of a lot of different animal products without having to actually use the animal product. So the first thing we're going to do is make the dressing. I have a half a cup of cashews, 3 tablespoons of lemon. I have a tablespoon of Dijon mustard, and a little bit of some kelp powder that's going to give it a flavor that's going to be kind of like fishy flavor. I'm just going to put that into the blender and let it sit so that I want the cashews to get nice and soft. And we'll come back to this a little bit later, okay? Next, we're going to add some drained chickpeas. I used 15 ounces. I drained them well. They came out of a BPA-free can. I've drained them well, and I'm going to add them to the food processor. I'm just going to pulse them for a couple of minutes to get them a little bit soft and chunky.
You need some help at the top?
Let's see. I hope not. Smarty pants. Shoot. Just because you said that. I didn't need help.
Do you need a boy to help you with that?
No. Let's see if that works. Ha! We don't want it to get too ground up because we want to kind of keep that texture that you would have if you had the actual tuna fish. Then we're going to add a half of a chopped red onion, and red is going to give it flavor as well as appearance, as well as more phytonutrients from that red color. We're also going to add 4 stalks of celery that have been finely chopped. Yes. Lastly, we're going to add some chopped parsley and some chopped basil. And I think we should add a little bit of black pepper and salt, but it didn't call for that, but I'm going to add it anyway, just because that's kind of how I roll. I mean, you can't go wrong with black pepper and salt, right?
Especially Himalayan pink sea salt.
Himalayan pink sea salt, you got it. Okay, just a little bit of that. I forgot to also tell you 2 other things. In this dressing, there's some vinegar. And you can use rice wine vinegar or you can use apple cider vinegar, either one, but it's going to give you that little punch that's going to give you more of that pizzazz flavor that we want to have in the dressing.
Which one did you use?
I use rice wine vinegar, but you could use either one. Additionally, the avocados are option, and I'm not going to add them now because I'm going to add them right before I serve this dish because avocados can get kind of mushy. And Derek, I know you're only going to eat like 1, and so I want to wait and I'll add avocado to yours, but I'm going to add avocado to the whole thing later. So let's put that cover on.
I'm watching you with the cover.
You're a jinx.
Oh.
You are a jinx with this cover, I swear to God. Okay, I think I got it. Okay, now if you looked at this, you would see that this looks exactly like how you would make tuna salad. The only thing that we're going to do more than this is put the dressing on top. So first we have to get that blending. Are you ready?
Ready.
Okay, it's going to be really smooth, I hope. Yeah, it looks really smooth. It's a little chunky. I'm going to need a spatula. Derek, did you take my spatula again?
Hit it with your spoons.
Here it is. Okay, we're just going to add that. It really smells good. I wish that people could smell things on TV. Do you think they're ever going to be able to do that?
They're going to have to take your word for it.
Yeah, it really smells great. And it actually has kind of, because I added that kelp, it really has kind of a sea smell to it. So if you like that sort of thing, if you want it to be like, seafood. Sometimes I love to, Neil Bernard is a real advocate for plant-based eating. He talks about his parents who are from North Dakota. He grew up in rural North Dakota. And his mom got heart disease, and he'd been telling his parents to eat a plant-based diet forever. And when she had a heart attack, she went to the doctor, and the doctor told her to eat a plant-based diet. And she came back and said, "Why didn't you ever tell me this?" So they became, he said, I have 2 parents that are vegan, but only one of them knows it. Because you can make things like this that no one ever has to know that there's no animal products in it. So let's make that nice and blended. Shoot. You know, you think I should get a new food processor?
1 for 3.
All right, let's see. Okay. All right, so that's the insides. Now you have a choice. You can either put this into a corn tortilla or a collard leaf. Which would you prefer, Derek?
I think the collard leaf would look really pretty.
Yeah, so I'm going to take a collard leaf, which is really good for you, full of antioxidants. I'm going to get the water boiling a little bit, but I'm also going to show you a sprouted corn tortilla that you could also put it in. I would recommend heating the tortilla up just to give it that little variance of flavor. So we'll get that going, and I'm putting that right on my gas stove. I love that about gas stoves. And we'll get that water boiling again. And then we're just going to soften the collard green in the water just for 2 or 3 minutes so that we can easily wrap it. That's all we want to do. All right, so we're just going to take the tortilla off the stove very carefully so as not to cause a trip to the emergency room. This part's really simple. I'm just going to add some of the mixture. Super easy. I'm not going to try to make it fancy or anything like that. You just roll it up and you've got a little fish taco. Yum.
It's a 2 no fish taco.
This is pretty amazing. You want to try?
I do.
It was really...
Can I get it in the collard greens?
Yeah. Okay, let's just pat this dry. In retrospect, looking at it, I probably would have destemmed it. The stem is pretty gnarly down the center. I think I'm going to try cutting it out. But I don't know, I should have done it ahead of time. That would have been smarter. But let's just try it anyway. So we'll just take a little bit of the mixture. And these are big collard greens. We probably could have taken a half of one. In fact, well, I'm just going to stick with it now that I've got it. But we're going to roll it up like we would a burrito. Rolling both the sides over. And then rolling it one more time. And this is where I think I'm going to cut the end off of it because it's just a little bit, that stalk is just a little bit too much. It's actually pretty cute.
Okay.
It's actually pretty cute. Little collard green tuna salad. Now I could see just doing like little pieces of these wrapped up really small. They could be little appetizers and you could serve them as finger food. In fact, I think I'm going to do this next week. I hope you enjoy trying this recipe and let me know how it turns out for you. I'd love to see your pictures if you could share those. You can share them on our Facebook page, you can email them to me, and you can always follow us on cookwithjoy.com.